Welcome back, 3, 2, 1, to another drawing commentary. This one's going to be called Face Kick, and you're going to know why soon. Starting off with some water on the canvas. Bold move, I know. Had a lot of feelings on this one, so I went back to memories of my martial arts training,
Taekwondo.
and I drew this dude prepping a nice sidekick, and you can see it's good form. The leg is uh, brought totally up, arms are in, protecting the ribs. Base foot is flat and planted. So this guy's like bald, but he's calm. Not to say that bald people are usually angry.
Well,
And he's going for the inhale. And so this is the target guy getting kicked. That was supposed to be a nose, too high up. Switched it up, made it more like an eyebrow wrinkle. Smart
smart.
move, good save. Smashing the face together really shows the impact. And there's the heel and the toes of the boot that is going into the guy's jugular right now.
Yikes. That must hurt.
Drawing the leg head on like that, a little difficult. I decided to save that for later. Went back to drawing the hands.
Good
Figured if
move.
I drew the rest of the body, then I'd have an easier time of figuring out how to get that leg looking. Drew this guy a little too small, um, but it kind of makes the target look even bigger, so it kind of works.
Yeah, that's impressive. Taking on a bigger opponent.
Notice how far this guy is extending off of that base leg, almost like jumping forward, and then check out how much the leg bends downward, really showing that uh, stretch and snap elastic power behind that kick.
On the left
And so I
foot.
started him off wearing like sweatpants, and that's like the drawstring around his waist.
Attention to detail.
At first, I thought that was going to be a motion line, uh, but it ends up being the left arm of the target. Right arm's going to go upward, almost like a rotating motion.
Like a cyclone.
And to really deliver the impact of the kick, decided to draw the legs buckling, a little bit of shadowing behind the right knee.
I can see that. It's like falling towards the viewer.
Didn't leave enough
Hairline.
room for hair, decided to give him a buzz cut.
It's a
Switch it up to the
pushback buzz
marker
cut.
to do the shading for the mouth and the eyes, using the right tool for the right job, proper craftsmanship.
I used to just use the same pen for everything, but this looks way better.
Now here comes the motion lines I was referring to earlier.
Really
Very
showing that
light.
kick motion.
In an effort to keep these doodles centered around a center cohesive thought, I have this person over here reacting to the kick, hand over heart, uh, mouth agape, jaw dropped, eyes wide open, witnessing the gratuitous amount of violence that is happening in front
Eyes ajar too.
of his very eyes.
Just in total awe. Cannot believe it happening. Forever. Can't look away. Almost impressed.
Not really uh, subverting any expectations on this one, keeping it fun, My wood. Throwing out some good old fashioned cursive. Should have just made that a bubble and not an oblong.
I
And
ran
then I
out of
just have
space.
the guy in front of the bubble, but too
I
late
was
now.
working with what I had.
Shading in the mouth with that black marker from earlier.
It's a full set of teeth. Looks good.
There's still a gap between the front teeth of that person, but it almost looks like it could be a back tooth poking through.
Somebody call the
So in the top
orthodontist.
right corner, said to draw the monk meditating. If this is a story, then this would be the monk meditating after the kick, thinking back on the violence, perhaps going over the situation, thinking maybe there was another way to handle that without reverting to acts of aggression.
That's right. The greatest martial artist never fought a fight, never threw a punch. De-escalate with your
So
words
as I
peacefully.
add details to the monk in each three stages of the drawing, uh, preparing for the kick, and then the meditation after the action, I add details to all three to keep that sense of cohesion. And so the sweatpants are now turning into like robes, some garments of some sort. Drawing the meditating monk in a peaceful nature scene. He's on a cloud. There's a waterfall behind him with some evergreen trees growing in the distance.
Classy. Damn, them small trees too. Well, comparatively to everything else. It shows a distance. You usually don't see those trees next to waterfalls like that. At least I don't.
And finally, to bring it all together, adding in a new
Move your
person
head.
uh, to the mix. You'll see in a second. This person in the Oshunga hat is essentially just grabbing his jacket and heading out the door.
Howdy, 5,000. Get out of there. The fight breaks out, just leave.
The good old Irish goodbye. Not even saying a word. You'll see it as
Useful
soon
when the
as
good.
there it is. And there you have it. Thank you again for joining me on this journey. Um, we're going to resume in part 2 for the painting. See you there.